Just don't worry about that noise, it's just the motor of the lawnmower which has got to have some work done on it. So starting at the left hand end of this layer, we've got the wind generator which is generating. The factory is supposed to have little conveyor belts going across here, but they've been sitting in a to-do job for about 3 years now. We've got the little model aeroplane there going round, and it looks like the lawnmower's stopped. I think they've actually got problems with the drive belt on that. That's a commercial Fella unit. A little boat on the lake. It travels around, built on a Fella vehicle. It's in one of my videos many years ago. I think the batteries in it are dead at the moment, so yeah, the belt on that lawnmower's stopped. What else we come along next for animation? I call street signs, price of fuel. Macca's one. Hotel sign down the street, and the picture theatre at the other end. If I can reach up and dim the lights, you'll get the view of that a bit better. You can have 3 trains running, 2 on each main line. I can't find them. Oh, 2 on each main line. Yep. And then I've got the branch line. And that one there, that locomotive there, is actually pushing that whole train. Beautiful sound model. Alright, so we'll go back, turn the lights up. Try turning it the right way, you twit. Police car. Turn that lawnmower off so as I don't do any more damage. But actually it's not the lawnmower making all that noise, it's that model aeroplane. We have a disco in the tent, beer fest type of thing. Once again, better viewable at night or in the dark. Nothing wrong. We've got some slow cyclists down there, I mean cyclists. And then we've got the fun fair. They all do work, but that little merry-go-round is having a bit of a spell. Remember folks, it's 2 years since this has worked and I've just put it down, so it's going to take a little bit of work to get them all going. Those two, and the buildings in the back and that are commercial ones, they're Fella models. That little train, that's a Fella model. The train is a Fella model, but I've glued it onto a rotating disc, and about the size of a CD or a DVD, and it just rotates slowly around all day. And that's a little, you see the little noddy trains. Zoom out of there if we can. We come around here, we've got the rack rail. I've got to get that one going again. I haven't even tried it, but I've got to clean the track and get that going, and that just shuffles backwards and forwards. And then down the front here, at the bottom of this building, we have the Fella vehicles will travel along the road. There's quite a bit of action on the layout when it's up and running, fully running, and I quite like it, but I've had such a lot of trouble getting it down and getting it to not getting it to work, but getting it back down again, that I've decided it's time to go. It'll give me a bit more room in this train room of mine. Right, now forgive the mess on the layout, but this year our show, which was held actually a week ago from filming this part of the layout did not go. Don't worry about the flickering, that's only my LEDs working through there, that timer there, which is a day-night sensor. It comes from Germany. Plumladen is their name. If you Plumladen, Google search it. And what that does is 15 minutes from off to fully on, so you get that gentle sunrise. Stays on for 5 minutes. 15 minutes from fully on to fully off, sunset, and then it gives you 5 minutes off or darkness. I've actually got 2 of those. I bought one for the layout out at Pleasant Point. And that flickering is the LEDs. They're getting confused between the voltage, I believe, so Sparky said, and they're just flickering a wee bit. Ordinary light bulbs don't do that flickering. When I say ordinary, is it incandescent, is that the word? They don't do that. But there we are, stop now. You're limited to 150 watts maximum on that. And I've got 5 of those 12 watt LEDs. It's getting brighter. However, back to the subject, the topic, is this here is the winner of the Excellence in Animation for this year. As you know, it's a layout that has just been built. I want to keep this layout, it's small, and I'm looking for the future that if I ever get stuck in an old retirement home, this may fit in the corner of my room. But hopefully that's not going to happen for a few years. Can't remember quite how many bits of animation are on here. I'll shimmy round because I've lost the train. Oh, there it is. Come on, poke poke. Keep going. Thinking about it. Oh, you want me to go? Oh, you should have said. Alright. And of course with this one here. Um, 11 different functions. Also has sound. The first one was a roadworks, which was there. The second one was an industrial one, which was somewhere. And then the next one that I've only got at the moment, I only got 3 or 4 of them, and it's street musicians. That's enough of that. And then by giving a little red button a push, I think the little red bus should move. Look at that. It works. And by giving another little red button a push, the other one moves. Well, fancy that. Oops, hold the camera steady. Not as good as Mike. Admiral's Corner, my gosh, he's got a steady hand, that chap. I love that little scene going over the canal. Oh, look at that, you can even see the Union Jack reflected in it. Very British, eh? I was told at the show by some of the public that the boats were going too fast. I said they were in a hurry to get home. I hadn't heard about the 4 mile an hour, what do you call it? 4 mile an hour restriction on the British canals. Yeah, got that one there. I'm going to do a bit more welding under there. There you are. You've got a bit of welding there. You've got a neon sign working there. And then down here in the town, oh my gosh, that's out of focus. you've got the fountain. Open that up a bit, and by pushing a couple of buttons as he sort of gets cross-armed here, the red bus goes and the other one goes. Come along the front, you've got the roadworks here. The sound. No one jumping around on a Kangahammer, but never mind. I've got the canal, and I just love the scene of the canal boats and the bus, double-decker bus, very British. There's the other one. Never mind, while we're waiting on the other one, we've got the neon sign at the church, plus the wedding photos. I see that bus coming, so we'll go back and we'll have a look at that very British thing. Look at that. And you even got the British flag and the reflection in the canal. As I said, we've got the church, we've done that one, we've got the police chase. Then we go up to the back and we've got the neon sign. This is N scale. This is the same as what Dave's got on, Dave House got on his layout, but he's got it in HO or double O. Down in that building you've got one of those very annoying flickering fluorescent lights. And then we come along that road a bit more and we've got the helicopter. There's about 11 different bits on pieces on this layout. But out of them all, the canal is the only one that is scratch built. The police chase, that has been kit bashed. I'll just put, I think there's 3mm blue flashing LEDs in there, resisted them down from, or the power down from 18 volts down to, I think they're 3. But everything else, when you look at the welding, that neon sign, all the neon signs, that fountain, the sounds for the roadworks, and you got the sound for the musicians. Yeah, and after 8 hours you get sick of that. Though I don't play it all the time. The neon sign again is off the shelf, as is the flickering light and the helicopter. The people taking the photos, they're actually HO, but you know, you just buy them and plug them into your 16 or 18 volts AC, DC, and they go. The buses, of course, they have been kit bashed from Oxford buses and Fella vehicles. And there's, hello, he's lost his wheel. Look at that. He's lost his wheel. Oh, he's still going alright. Big hand of God comes out. Yep, look at that, missing. I just have to turn that off. Okay, done. Up the back we have, I was having trouble with this the other day, it wasn't working, but we have the boiler house for the factory, and we're going to see if the smoke comes out. I think I can see some smoke coming out, not very clear against that blue background. I might have to do something about, there you go, you can see it now. Might have to put a bit of a dark cloud in there. At the model railway show, the smoke wasn't going straight up like it is there. It's going straight up. It went up and then drifted over the layout and came down and all around the church and around the people there. So look at that. There's a heck of a lot of smoke floating across there now. But you know, low cloud. But no, if you want animation, most of it's on the shelves. You just have to buy it, plug it in and play.